Evening, folks. We're gonna start with some Electro Destroyer this evening. Sounds fun. Post some places that we're going live. Evening, Dine. First like, watch tomorrow, happy snapping, catch you later. Appreciate the drive-by engagement. So many deck slots now, it's glorious. Just glorious. So, Black Widow's actually a scotch awkward into the raft. I think we still just play her out there, but we will be giving them a free card here. Quicksilver into Domino for the opponents. These are the cards that are guaranteed to have on your first and second turns. I think I'm gonna preemptively Cosmo the X-Mansion here to kind of mitigate some potential downside. Interesting that they didn't play this into Mojo World. That's kind of unfortunate. Thanks for dropping by, Graham. No, there's no automatic integration on Prime Sub stuff, unfortunately. Gotta just remember to re-up it. So they've done a whole lot of nothing here on 3 and 4. Gosh, maybe I should have played to fill the raft, huh? Hobgoblin is just super awkward no matter how we slice it, huh? Moving sporadic. Okay. Well, weird game, but leader should mean we win, I think. Hey, Nathan. Thanks for starting the night off strong. I really appreciate the new supporter membership. Folks like you make this possible to be my job, so thanks for keeping me around. What a weird game. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. We still win though, right? Because we win. I was like, wait, what happened? The Odin triggering made Viper give them an Odin. That's that was, I wasn't, and then the Odin triggering triggered the leader again after it had donated itself. And then, yeah. Hey, we have been streaming here for a whole month. Thanks for the 2-month membership, Evakin. Remember too, for Nathan, new members, if you link your YouTube account to your Discord account, it gets you into my supporter Discord server. Got really active channels in there for Snap and all the other games that I stream, as well as a bunch of other stuff. I agree, Nathan. I think Snap is easily the best new card game I've touched in the last decade or more. It's so, like, the core systems of this game do so much to innovate the kind of issues other card games have, I think. Alright, Cian's fine. I think Widow... Speaking of designs and card game stuff, I think Widow's probably one of my favorite overall designs in the game. It's like such a neat card that like disrupts their board space and more importantly takes away one of their draws, you know, changing the dynamic of, okay, you're gonna see so much of your deck every game. Electro here, and then we can Hobgoblin into Destroyer into Leader potentially. Destroyer don't care about no Green Goblin. I think I snapped them here on I think I snap on Green Goblin coming over. Okay, so if we Destroyer this turn, I can Leader and Armor next turn because this is ongoing. You can only play one card per turn, but we keep the extra energy permanently. That being said, Leader is a little less good against their... Oh, I'm sorry. I said Leader Armor. I meant Taskmaster Armor, obviously. Counting math. Because in my brain, I was thinking how Leader's not very good into Wong specifically. Huh? I mean, I just do this and hope for the best, right? They need to beat 16 mid, basically. Oof. That is exceptionally good against us. Someone asked, would you play this deck without Leader? I have no idea. This is our first time playing this deck. It was a deck someone posted in the supporter Discord server. I have no idea if I'd play this deck at all or if it's a smoldering dumpster fire. We're gonna try and play some games with it and figure it out. Thanks to Zintoth. Shout out to the 34 people that came in and gave us a little engagement with the like button. Everybody hanging out in chat. Your Tuesday night's going well. This could be it. Is this an Electro into Viper angle, chat? I think I'm chilling. I think it might be an Electro into Viper angle. Yeah, looks like it. I assume they're leaving. They've done nothing but Shocker for the first 3 turns. Are they like, yeah, just nothing happened? Victory. Their adjustment have been super awkward. Like, obviously they're a Patriot deck with Shocker, but like, what else is going on here? Can't like the video until Jeff plays a Cerebro. We might play Cerebro at some point tonight. We'll see. I like to play Hood into face down locations on the off chance it's like a Murder World or a bar with no name. Armor Demon Angle. Oh, snap. It's pretty good. I'm gonna snap him here. Cosmo than Ninvalar. I feel like there's a lot of incentive for them to play there. I also kind of don't want to play Cosmo in the middle because I would like to be able to Viper mid. Nice. Leader, whatever their big play is here from Wave. And if it doesn't go center, we'll be able to Viper the Hood next turn. Okay, I mean, that locks us in on the left there, but also not the end of the world, strictly speaking. Opponent snapped. What's Gamba here? So we can Chavez here, and then Taskmaster in the middle gives us +9. And Cosmo's protecting us from something like, Cosmo's protecting us something like Shang-Chi on the right. Onslaught. So what if they... What do they drop, like, Blue Marvel on? I guess this actually copies the 14, right? I think we stay. Does Mystique into Blue Marvel get us here? I think it does. I did hear some other people say that they were having some update or login issues tonight, so it's not just you. I'm planning on updating pull 1 and 2 decks before launch. Yeah, but maybe tomorrow night or Thursday. I might wait till Thursday and then Monday night the following week. Or I might do Thursday, Friday for those, just like in case they put out a patch at some point this week. Like I feel like there's a chance we get another balance patch before the official release next week. So I don't want to like start on updating them and then get a bunch of balance changes happen. Well, that's not great with my hobgoblin. Opponent snapped. Yeah, I think I'm in to stay. Variant's fine. Not great, because our hobgoblin is minus, or 2 less than it would be, but... Do I just armor the Wolverine location then? I think so. This could be like a Widow's Bite into a Carnage or something here now, though. So I can go Electro into Destroyer into Leader here. I do this, then we just like Leader middle the last turn. Huh. How does Leader work under Dark Dimension? I don't think it works how I want it to, right? I guess let's find out. So it only copied the Carnage. That's interesting to know. I feel like it should have copied all of them or none of them. Those were cubes for science. We obviously lost this game. This deck doesn't seem very good. I think I'm gonna delete it and no longer play it. Let's play the other Destroyer variation. The deck I want? Is that it? No, it's X Destroyer. There you go. Well, I mean, if you're gonna twist my arm. Their 7 energy play was a little bit less good than ours, I think. haven't heard the sound effect on Colossus. That's new. I've added a lot of really good polish on the audio visuals in this client in the last little bit. All right, do we snap the Carnage failed the Korg? I guess Mojo World makes that pretty fine. So Green Goblin left here. Start filling Mojo World here. The debris actually makes our warpath worse. We both have Daredevils here, so nobody gets a Daredevil. Flip a coin here on which lane they fill with the Professor X. Nailed it. Easy game. Get out. Look at how skilled we are, chat. Lock it up. Locking up the old tiebreaker here. Maybe they have a way to get power into the bar with no name. Oh, I guess I don't want power in bar with no name. We won the tiebreaker by a little bit here. Victory. Plays on one for us, Sunspot for them. This might be an armor left angle. Purely to hedge something like Shang-Chi, I think. Yeah, Daredevil here. Colossus makes a perfect turn 4 play in the center. JK, Green Goblin makes a better one. Oh, I guess I get to just move Goblin off, but more resource efficient, so I'm gonna play it. Long, okay. So a little less likely to move the Green Goblin over, I suppose. What you doing, bud? Show me your secrets. Huh. Okay. So we Warpath here, and then we'll Destroyer mid on the last turn. Wait, so now I totally just do this, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh. All right, so we'd have won if we wouldn't have gotten cute. If we leave these here and destroy our rate, we win. The problem is, like, it just, this is... it just ends up being a coin flip, because if I leave these here and Destroyer mid and the Odin goes left, I still lose, right? New York tends to be one of the less interesting locations in Marvel Snap in my experience, and often just like, I look back at almost every game that involves the card New York, and it's just like, shrug, this coin flip could have gone either way, regardless of what the result was. You gotta snap the turn 3 Green Goblin Space Throne, chat. Legally obligated. So I need to win left. Just like do this, and then next turn on the left is just like this, right? Oh, Carnage! Carnage is gonna eat the hood, chat. Is the thing. I'm open for Hobgoblin here. Warpath is fine too. So yeah, add 15 power here, rewarded for not playing into Space Throne. Nice. It always feels good to beat a leader with your adorable synergy deck. Get cleaned, bud. Your warpath is not charged up. Nailed it. It's a good one. This build is definitely much better than the cute Electro Destroyer list we were trying. Well, there's a certain subset of decks that just, like, can't play around leader, right? Decks are just playing individually good cards, generally speaking, can't beat a leader ever.
This land is always changing.
Escaped.
We don't really play weird word games here on this stream, chat. Get out of here. We have Daredevil and Professor X, one of the best 1-2 combos in the game. Let's go ahead and deathlock the sewer system here. I warpath left here. Show me your secrets, friend. Bucky Carnage Demon is actually... Is that more power than Destroyer? It's 664. It's the same amount of power. Only it's better... Well, we don't even win 75% of the set, right? Because Captain Marvel could go. I think we stay, but we could lose to this Captain Marvel for sure. I roll my d4. Chat, I've been slacking on plugging the like button this evening. But we do have exactly 69 likes at the moment, so I would like to give a special shout out to everybody that's given a little bit of engagement there. Take my professor cheese. Alright, Colossus into Murder World for sure, just to send a message. You ain't getting us. Send in the goblin. The goblin is here. Watch this be like a carnage. Okay, so I am currently winning, which means this armor cannot get into this center location fast enough. I just carnage here as well. I don't think I'm gonna have another spot to fit this in on curve. We definitely snap before we flip the armor up here, right? Good beats. Remember, for all those of you at home, whose ever name is highlighted in gold will have priority going into a round flipping up, meaning your cards flip up first. That's determined by who's ever currently ahead on board. Who's ever winning the game at that given snapshot gets to flip their cards first. We'll play Hood into the bar with no name here. Game. So obviously we'll want to get Daredevil down before turn 5, so we can do some stuff with Professor X. Speaking of doing stuff, man, our hand is like correct now, huh? YOLO. Oh, did I not snap yet? I totally should have snapped there. Stakes were made. They probably bounce when I snap now, right? So I probably just shouldn't. Even without a snap, they're done and gone, my friends. We do a highlight for this deck. It might be our first 7-game highlight. There have been a bunch of really quick 2-game 2-game wins. This is probably a good laddering deck. Your goal is to climb quickly. Feels like we win quick, lose quick. Bucky into Carnage middle here now. Snap here. Their start's real weak, and our start's like pretty reasonable. And we're gonna get to like Daredevil plus armor next turn, and then Professor Cheese somewhere on turn 5. I want to put armor in the center just to hedge protecting this against my own what's it called in the last turn? Wow, they generated Moon Girl with Agent 13. That's some good meat. Angela Sentinel. So I just Hobgoblin right here then, right? I already snapped. So this jumps over one of these, moves randomly over to here. Yeah, it was one of the 2-power things, or just a lock at this point. I assume they're retreating. For the cube spot. How long does it take to build a good deck where you can start to feel competitive? So they have collection level based matchmaking in addition to rank based matchmaking when you start out. So people that are sub collection level 600, meaning they're still just in the first 2 pools of cards where you're building up your counter picks, tend to pair into only other people that also aren't in pool 3 yet. Also, I think there's 2 to 3 decks at least, maybe more, in just the first 2 pools of cards that are competitive into pool 3 stuff as well. And I'm planning to update some of those decks after the recent balance changes we've had going into the open release next week. Look at that. Collection level 5,000, chat. Our level is huge. Alright, not playing Bucky into Wakanda. Got it. Oh no. Alright, well, we gotta clean these out ASAP. I'm gonna snap before they see Hood into Carnage here. Both of these out here so we can hedge our bets as to where we want to Professor Cheese on 5 with the Daredevil flip up. Now, Professor cheesing the right side here is logistically a little scary because they do have Collector here that can scale. So we'll see what they do here and then decide where we want to play. This could even just be a Hobgoblin turn now with the Hobgoblin drawn. I think to use this precisely is also good. Deathlock Angela curve here means we're playing against a bot, right? Or someone that just misclicked or missequenced. Probably a bot though. I've played 2.5 times more Snap than you. Realistically, I've just spent more money than you. We spent a little bit of money on Marvel Snapchat. We paid to accelerate my collection as quickly as possible.
Victory.
Some battle pass levels. Carnage boosters. My boy's working towards another split. How many times have I hit infinite? I don't remember. Why does that matter? Let me rephrase your question back to you. How many times did I grind against bots endlessly until I finally got an arbitrary number over a different number by proving I could beat a computer AI a bunch? I don't know, once or twice before it got boring. The how much people ask about infinite in this game really hammers home how much people care about arbitrary ladder systems. Like, they're arbitrary in basically every game, they're just numbers that go up, but in this closed beta especially, where you're mostly playing into bots, they're extra arbitrary compared to normal. We're not gonna level this Carnage variant, but the credits to collection level ratio is better for the first level, so we'll get one in there. Yeah, so it's literally all of the time. People are obsessed with it. I mean, even if you're someone that cares about ladders and has some convoluted idea that you think playing ladders against other humans measures your skill in a game, it doesn't. The current ladder system just doesn't even do that because it's like, you know, a bunch of bots for everybody. Like, there's humans mixed in too, but like, everybody getting into infinite is climbing over digital corpses of bots. Our deck's really not great in the Mojo world shit. We just don't fill up a location. I'm gonna hood center. One of these days we're gonna hood in the dark and it'll be bar with no name. We're gonna feel smart and thin. Like the opposite of feeling smart and thin shit. At least Carnage is still a 2-2, I guess. What a shite demon, huh? At least we didn't have this one in hand when that flipped up. All right, so let's Goblin here. And then we'll Warpath here. And then we'll Destroyer, right? I think I want a Destroyer mid here, actually, right? Because playing Destroyer mid... No, I guess the tiebreaker doesn't matter if they beat us in Mojo, huh? For 1 cube, I'm going to stay in. If they snap, I'm going to bounce. We're pretty likely to lose this, but I think for 1 cube, it's close enough. Okay, we win the tiebreaker, right? Cute.
Victory.
Yeah, their deck was definitely a collection of cards. Let's call it that. It was a collection of cards. One of the things that I think Snap actually has really going for it over a lot of other card games is I think it's actually pretty difficult to build a Marvel Snap deck that's not functional or not like going to win some amount of games just by the way the system works. Like, it's not like Magic where, you know, you could have the wrong colors in your deck or you build your mana base poorly. Like, so long as your deck is, like, something resembling a curve, it's probably mostly fine. If Daredevil and Professor X, honestly, I wonder if we're supposed to snap one on Daredevil X. I might just start doing that. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. That's lovely. So, I could Bucky here and then try and Deathlock next turn, but this could turn into Scar next turn and then pull my Deathlock out of my hand. In the event that that was going to happen, I'd really prefer, yeah, like this is ideal, I think. Less ideal. Less ideal, less ideal. All right, so we're dead. Good chat. Good chat. Good chat. Sometimes RNG just takes the wheel and drives off the cliff.
Escape.
The games are also quicker, so you don't get locked into games with mediocre's deck and can speed through a good mix of good and bad matches. Yes, and honestly, so, you know, as someone who, what's it called? Watches people make bad results-based deck building decisions in card games all the time. Because Marvel Snap lets you play so many more games than other card games, it's easier to be results-based and be less punished for it in this game because you're gonna see more results in your playtime. Play into Nidavellir, maybe? Possibly? Mysterio wants to play into Nidavellir. Turn 7, that sounds lovely. are probably blowing this up before this could happen. Oh my god, they're not! Oh, shit.
Clear for takeoff.
It's the good stuff right there, chat. It's the good stuff right there. Play for the left, right? I'm gonna hobgoblin here. Should be good to go here. Destroyer's 21, Bucky's 11. So it's 32 left. Yeah, and even if they played two things here to block Hobgoblin out, Destroyer would just clean it out, which should be great. There's pretty low risk in making that jam there. Almost to our first Deathlock split. Gas Dracula, both the variant and the split. So this having 4 power doesn't matter. They just got to play it for free. It's just gonna get to reset its power at the end. Let's play the Green Goblin here. Probably punting left at this point. I can't really safely Professor X the Morbius or Dracula lanes. So I think we play Demon right to make it likely safe to Professor X this. And then we hope that we peel Destroyer in our next 2 draws to be able to Destroyer plus Bucky win mid. So they haven't discarded an Apocalypse, right? And This gets us 12 in the middle. Just died at Chavez, though, is the problem. It really sucks that we got peaked on one. Died at Chavez. They're also super dead to Destroyer, though, so... Excuse me? What? I'm sorry, what?
Victory.
I thought my stay for 4 cubes was loose. Turns out they were way looser than us, shit. Y'all got any of them variants? I don't currently have a Deathlock variant yet. I like this Bucky. I don't have a Bucky variant either, but I hate that the Bucky variant doesn't give me a Winter Soldier variant. I feel cheated. That is a pretty cool Deathlock. All right. People that are familiar know what we gotta do now. Let's look up Deathlock variants. Yeah, I think that's the best Deathlock variant. I'm not a big fan of pixels or this art style. This one is fine. I think that's the best of it, which means I'm gonna pick it up. Bum, 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 bum.
Frame break.
You got a new location. Hopefully it doesn't suck. Let's take a look here in a second. Is it awful? Am I gonna want to stop playing for the night?
3D. Animated.
Yeah, upgrading the cards is they're just excellent thing they do. Both the animated and the 3D look great on this one, like many of them. What a sick variant for a completely unplayable card.
Frame break.
Yellow Jacket's close to, if not the worst card in the game currently. That's fine, right? I know that one is super easy to play around. It's technically good with Hood and have some crap, so this deck we're currently playing is fine. It's cute with Electro, sure. All right, now we have more reason to play Hood into the unknown locations, because it could be the feature. Or it could be Bar with no name. You know what else there's a lot more reason to do now, chat? Smashing the like button. 140 people hanging out, 95 pieces of engagement. I believe in you, chat. You can find that sweet, sweet engagement. Do I want a third Hulk? I think I do, but I also think I want Daredevil's effect though, more than an extra Hulk. Oh man, Goblin Center would have gotten him, huh? I just pulled over to tap like, and I'd already done it before I started driving. Well, God bless you for not playing with your technology in a moving car. Thanks for the engagement. Goblins do not trigger miles. Flipping over does not count as moving. Yes, there is a reason why all of the really good professional YouTubers constantly remind you to leave comments and tap the like button. The amount of extra engagement there is when that happens is incredible. And I should realistically remember to do it more often, but I'm just like, I'm not good at YouTube chat. We'll get better at it, but... Okay, well that's not necessarily terrible with my Green Goblin, which is nice.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm gonna play into the flooding. I think I want to lock that up. You can even Nightcrawler into here too and slide out if we need to after the fact. Well, they just straight up didn't play into here. Okay. Four cards in our deck, 4 shots at Destroyer. Straight in, deal. Yeah, it's actually one of the reasons why I avoided YouTube largely as a platform for so long. All the things you have to do to be successful on YouTube, generally speaking, tend to feel very psychologically scummy to me. Whereas, like, success on Twitch as a platform is largely just a virtue of getting something of a small audience and then streaming an unhealthy amount, which is what I did for a long time over there. I had Bucky to start, I think. I stream/play before Snap. So Magic the Gathering is the primary game that allows me to put a roof over my family's head. I've been making some form of Magic content for over a decade. I've been doing full-time content on Twitch and YouTube for a little over 4 years now. 4.5 years? Yeah, 4.5 years. Fuck, almost 5. Beginning of 2018, I hit full-time status in terms of income. And for people that aren't familiar with my background, before I started making content, I have an undergraduate and graduate degree in mathematics and experience both teaching and doing software development. So like, I never intended to do this. I just kind of fell backwards into it when metrics took off. And it's fun. I like it. If we're putting my cards on the table, literally and figuratively speaking though, I definitely like Snap more than Magic. So I am kind of hoping this game pops off a little bit, because I would love to move my more focused primary content over to Snap. Do we Warpath and then cheese? I could also Daredevil and tentatively cheese somewhere. If we do this, and then this sets us up to Professor X somewhere next turn. I like that. Alright, show me your secrets. I should have snapped here. Destroyer wins New York most of the time, right? Actually, probably wins here more often, though, huh? He says before getting Shang-Chi'd. Oh! Tiebreaker crushes us? Rough. So we would have actually won with Destroyer going left here, because they hedged right. How essential is Daredevil to this list? It's essential. It's a key card. I think this deck is much worse if you are randomly flipping coins with Professor X and not using it as a precision tool with this card. And trying, you could like kind of play Spiderman instead, but it's much worse because it's so much more expensive.
Shiny logo.
Playing the deck without Daredevil and Confirm it sucks more, lol. Let's try and get like one more good game to put a highlight together for this one, and then we'll swap over to play in a second deck for the night. Alright, chat, don't play your goblins into Carmitage. You will not be pleased with the result. We're lucky. Oh, wow. So that's an on-reveal trigger. Okay, so they have 6 energy this turn. That's pretty good.
Opponent snapped.
I think without a destroyer in my hand, I bail out here.
Escaped.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I always dislike Magic when I'm playing at Hilarious Max, but I think modern Magic design, my enjoyment to frustration ratio is definitely not in a spot where it's a game I would continue playing all the time if it didn't make me money. I feel like a lot of modern card games, Snap included, kind of are just like fundamental better designs than like what Magic is. And that makes sense to a degree, right? Like Magic's a game that was invented 30 years ago. Yeah, I've played almost every digital card game on the market at this point, and put a good bit of time into all the major ones, Hearthstone and Runeterra. The best way to describe Runeterra is all the things card game players say they want their card game to be, but card game players are idiots and they don't actually want any of the things they think they want, which is why it's not very popular. Carnage Eat Ninja is not terrible. I guess we could also just Deathlock Ninja. Maybe just go like Colossus into Deathlock. Okay, so they're also doing destroy stuff. The Ghost Comment Squirrel Girl deck is a Killmonger deck. I think Runeterra is too low variant / high skill to reach a wide audience, and I think their digital client isn't predatory enough to keep players engaged in gaming on it consistently, so people just stop playing and they fall off of it. I think all of the successful card games you see out there give their player base compelling reasons to continue playing, even when they're not having 100% fun, and I think that's important to drag people along in a card game. And Runeterra just makes it so easy to get a full collection that it's easy to just like drop off and stop playing. And then once you drop off and stop playing, it's very easy to not come back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Pokemon TCG client too, Andrew. We'll definitely be poking at that whenever it eventually drops. Ooh, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not death. Kazar could be, Kazar probably means Patriot, huh? Yeah, pretty. So, I think we go Carnage. Well, I think we go Armor into Hobgoblin somewhere into Destroyer here now, right? And it's also something else that is an interesting thing to note is that even when players are enjoying a game, this is just like core human psychology. People play games less when they don't have something to work towards in that game. So even when you're like loving a game like Runeterra, you're gonna play it less when your collection is full and you don't feel like you're working towards something actively. And just having a ranked ladder isn't good enough for a lot of people. It doesn't incentivize them enough. It's actually one of the reasons why I think Snap is gonna be incredibly successful, is because the collection system in this game, despite people complaining about it, is such an incredible motivator to keep people playing, because even when you're losing games on the ladder, the fact that you're acquiring boosters to push your collection level still lets you feel like you're making progress towards an overall goal. And that type of carrot in front of you keeps people playing games, and it makes them play a ton when it's a game that they're really liking. That feeling of accomplishment. Wow, we just got rinsed. Oof. And there's no way they don't put a couple of power here in the middle, right? So we'll just bounce out.
Escaped.
Have I played Pokemon TCG? Yes, I have. In fact, so for people that aren't familiar with all the different stuff I do, in addition to Magic the Gathering stuff, I was a part of the official Worlds broadcast team for the Pokemon MOBA, Pokemon Unite in London this past August. So I work regularly with the Pokemon company on stuff, and they send me products occasionally. Like half of this stuff on the Pokemon shelves behind me is stuff that I bought, and half of this is stuff that they've sent me at various points. They're great. So the new Pokemon client is eventually going to release. I'm told that it's the first in-house piece of software the Pokemon company themselves has ever built, so they're hitting some technical issues is my understanding. And honestly, I'd rather they delay and rather than release something bad. As someone who 4 to 5 days a week plays on a piece of software that was released bad, I would rather they wait than release something bad. All right, Green Goblin into here sounds good. Someone asks, is there a replacement for this? Yeah, just find your favorite 2 or 3 drop. This card's less important than some others. I think Daredevil's a must play in this deck. Green Goblin, not so much.
Wind, aid my hand.
So if I Bucky Carnage the Flooding, I'm kind of committing to not playing Destroyer, but I think that's fine, right? Because I think like Warpath Hobgoblin can probably win Fist Tower. Or Warpath Fist Tower like Hobgoblin Center, so still play to all 3 lanes without losing the Warpath bonus. Bucky Carnage gets hosed by Juggernaut. I mean, sure, get me. Come and get it. Chat, we block warriors on this stream for those of you that are new. There's no cowards here.
Snap.
Let's snap here. I think we're ahead.
Victory.
Bum, bum. We're waiting on a sick Green Goblin variant, chat. We've got all the boosties ready to split it. Green Goblin's one of my favorite cards in this game for sure. The little disruptive things he does. We'll get a sweet one at some point. Nailed it. good. Good clean deck building right there, chat. Easy game.
Oh, snap.
Gosh, our deck is so bad in the Mojo World. That's fine. We're gonna win Xandar and Oscorp, chat. I can feel it. Sure. Ooh, a piece of candy. I think we just hope that 21 power left is good enough here. This poor Hood, chat. Just like stuck in this custody battle. Nobody loves it. Alright, and we don't get Shang-Chi's tier, because they have priority. Their name's highlighted in gold, so... This is gonna torch the negative 11, and it's gonna give us 16. Gets kicked back and forth between mom and dad, and then ultimately booted to the curb. Poor Hood. Nobody loves him. Hood getting destroyed while the stream has 666 views feels fitting. Get leader, nerd.
Victory.
Alright, well that one definitely makes the highlight reel. Alright, let's play a second deck for the evening, huh? Down to 1,700 credits, chat. I'm going broke. I've had too many sweet variants to upgrade lately. Someone asked where I landed on Miles as a card. I like Miles. I think he's very, very reasonable. In fact, let's play some Beastly Slide with Miles in it for our last little leg tonight. If you're enjoying the live stream and it's your first time dropping by for a live one, we're gonna be doing live streams from about 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central here every weekday this week. There's also going to be deck highlights, edited content with just the best stuff in deck text to start, resuming tomorrow morning. Those will start publishing it in the mornings. Remember, if you like Marvel Snap and you want to see this game succeed as we head on into the major release, just make sure you engage with all the content that's going to be going on. Likes, retweets, comments, all that stuff. Twitter, YouTube is the best way you can help creators grow and get this game some traction. I I think that's a great take right there. Miles is the type of card that will get better the more cards that are released for this game. Big agree on that. This is a good and accurate take. Yes, the global release will come with a PC beta on Steam. Oh, I guess I don't get to draw a card this turn now. A little awkward. And then the Quinjet making the demons cheaper means I can play the demons into the Hellfire Club next turn, which is gas. We're drawing Chavez next turn. Can't play this there. By playing out Deathlock to the right, it's the same amount of power, right? So I think the answer is yes. Just gives me more space here. I think we're in a pretty good spot here, too. Well, I guess if I put this here and this here, this is 16, 18. If they play anything here, actually, I'd probably just leave Nightcrawler mid, right? If they play anything here, this loses a ton of power. Like, obviously, this isn't winning currently, but I guess they just need to put 9 power here on the left. Alright, sweet. We win the tiebreaker now. We're up by 5 over here. They're only up by 2 in the middle. Yes, to people commenting on the Hellfire Club interaction there, they changed in the most recent patch how Hellfire Club and Goose and things like Crimson Cosmos interact with cost-modified cards, which I think is a net positive overall. The way they now function with those cards, I think, is more intuitive for players. Uh-huh. You think I'm fine with giving them an Agent 13 here, potentially? Okay, so if I Iron Fist and then Falcon, I'll get to play Miles on the cheap next turn. But I also have to play everything in the Avengers compound next turn. It's a little concerning. Oh, wait, is Falcon about to kick over here, too? Oh, that's bad for me.
Clear for takeoff.
Well, shoot.
Victory.
Their Hella deck didn't draw Hella, chat. Take the cube and kick it all the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. Cash it in. Cash money on the cube. Flame on! So Human Torch here doubles its power every time it moves. Cloak will let it move over, and then Beast will pick up Human Torch and Cloak, letting us reset. We actually have a really clean curve here. We get to go Cloak on 2 and to move Human Torch, Beast, and then Spider-Man the following turn when we play them all back down. I think this deck is definitely the best Human Torch deck in the format at the moment. And it's not close. The stock all-in on movements deck is not very good, unfortunately. And hey, that's a great draw too, because it actually means I get to move this over, play Hood, play Beast, pick all 3 of them up. I think that's good enough, though. I'm gonna snap here, actually. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, our hand was already kind of Octane, and then Kunlun just flipped up, so... Yes, thank you. Hopefully they try and Killmonger this turn and all of our things are back in our hand. This could actually get a little dicey if they don't Killmonger this turn. Because they're, like, certainly playing that card. We have to play around it if they don't play it out here. They only played 1 card. Good chance it's a Killmonger. Woohoo! Nailed it. Okay, so Cloak, Iron Fist, Human Torch, Miles Morales, Hood, Agent 13. See what happens? We go Human Torch over to Kunlun. It goes up to 20 power. And then we have Falcon into Demon. Let's split the demons here. I think we're punting mid at this point. We'll see though. Yes, you get the +2 before he doubles. That's exactly right.
Victory.
It's Human Torch deck, chat. Not close. Not close. 20 power is a lot because of cut line, but like 8 and 16 power Human Torches, they happen on the regular in this shield. Morales was a solid pickup for this deck that wanted to be doing movement things anyways. The only change that this deck had when Miles was added to the game was I added a Nightcrawler. I think I was playing Korg or Iceman in that slot before, but Nightcrawler's definitely better. It's the biggest torch you've had, triple digits. Oh, and there's a Miles for later. That's delicious. If you haven't seen this deck in action before, this is one of the many decks you're missing in Marvel Snap by not checking out the regular deck highlights that I have here on the channel. When we're doing the live streams here, we're trying a lot of different things and kind of seeing what sticks. The deck highlights that I post several times per week are always the best of the best. They start with a deck tech explaining the ins and outs of the decks, and I cover the key cards in that deck that I think are crucial and unreplaceable. And then we show it in action. Speaking of action, Iron Fist into Human Torch. Sounds lovely. Miles into Agent 13. It's a snap. Where they see our Human Torch is cranking up to 8. We're punting middle. Oh, you know what? Because of Limbo, I didn't need to play Shocker to the left. Because the left is actually going to be open on the last turn. Huh? What are the cards left in my deck? Collector, Beast, and something else? I'm gonna play Nightcrawler and sit on Chavez Demon so I can decide where these cards are going after I see how they play. This might be Chavez middle, Demon right. Yeah, it is actually all 2 drops. Yeah, I think this is here. We might win this game. I don't know. If 5 cards in their hand, their Dracula's gonna be pretty random. They need to play, they're down by 11 here, so they need to put 6 power here and 3 power here, which is possible. 8 cubes is so many. I'm gonna bounce. I think we lose here more often than not.
Escaped.
Playing Shocker here was wrong. I wasn't thinking about the interaction between the Vault and Limbo. I will say, I think from a consistency standpoint, I wish the Vault and Kiln were templated on the same way. It's weird to me that the Vault reopens on 7. but Kiln doesn't. One of those things that like bites you in terms of muscle memory. That's lovely. Then we get to Beast, pick all our friends up next turn. Lets us Iron Fist Human Torch again, which is great. Do we stop and play Bishop? I actually cut Bishop from this deck because it's incredibly awkward in a lot of spots in terms of sequencing. And with Bar with no name flipping up, the answer is definitely no, right? Well, that's a snap if I ever saw one.
Nope. Wrong place, buddy.
Who's my favorite Marvel character? I'm gonna be generic and just say Spider-Man. I guess I can be more specific than just Spider-Man. I really liked and this is just because of who I am, almost assuredly. I really liked the late 20, early 30-something Spider-Man from the first Spider-Man PlayStation game. Like, there's a ton of different Spider-Man personalities and settings, but believe it or not, as a 30-something white dude, I solidly identified with him. You do not like the bar animation when you play a card. I absolutely love the bar animation when you go to play a card there. I think it's incredible. Are we just chilling for this turn? Nah, I'm probably playing Demon, right? And then we'll slide Nightcrawler over, play Chavez on 6. Okay, so our opponent has a couple of swarms.
I wouldn't.
Which one is Jake Johnson, Andrew? Is that the dad bod Spider-Man? The divorced dad bod Spider-Man, or a different one? There's a lot of Spider-Men in the Spider-Verse. They like an actual description of a costume. No, that was Peter Parker still, right? Not Jake Johnson? By the way, chat, if you're into playing regular video games, they did finally just port the Spider-Man PlayStation game to PC. It's like S-tier video gaming. If you do single-player video games at all, maybe even if you don't, and you haven't tried the Spider-Man game, it's phenomenal. As far as like video games that make you feel like you're the superhero, it's S tier. Well, Every time Agent 13 generates a card that's already in my deck, it feels like cheating.
Flame on!
I feel like I want to wait to Iron Fist plus Human Torch next turn so I can pick the hood up along with it, right? I do this here, actually. Yeah, let's do this, because then I play the Human Torch out to this path and it pumps her up again and then gets out of there. So we go Iron Man into Human Torch into Beast, and then next turn this gets cheaper too. I'll snap before this happens. Jubilee in your destroy deck is some large cojones gameplay. Our opponent's dojo does not contain fear. Alright, and this Human Torch is just gonna be absolutely massive again, right? So we just go this here, and then we'll cloak here. This is a Spider-Man here angle. And there's no reason to play this out because I'm gonna go to Chavez next turn. Odin could be on a Killmonger to ruin our day. They're snapping. Hopefully Chavez pulls us through a Killmonger. Oh, they're just Death Wave, but that actually doesn't matter, right? I think we crushed them. Just like slide my 16 power Human Torch left, play Chavez right. Good luck, Godspeed. They're gonna lose 3 power off of Carnage, so he's gonna lose Monster Metropolis when Human Torch comes here as a 16 power card. Giganto as opposed to Chavez there was close. This had been a lesser unit. They wouldn't have got there, but yeah. Alright, chat. As much fun as I am at playing Snap, I am a little bit of an old man and I don't want to stay up super past 11 o'clock 2 nights in a row. I plan to be back tomorrow and Thursday at a minimum. Probably Friday as well from 9 to 11 again. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Remember, if you want more content like this, make sure you tap the like button, drop a comment. I appreciate everybody that's been in chat tonight. Remember, if you want to go above and beyond that stuff too, if you're someone that's in a financial position to be able to do so, memberships are available on the channel for as little as 99 cents per month. You can support me directly and gain access to my supporter Discord server. We've got a super active channel for Marvel, Stat, Magic, Pokemon Unite, food, sports, politics, all sorts of great stuff for the other Hooglandians. I'll see you again tomorrow morning on Twitch for some Magic and Genshin Impact, and then tomorrow night here on YouTube again for some more Stat. Enjoy the rest of your evening, folks.